If you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm gonna try to take everything away from you. And I don't care when I find out. Could be today, tomorrow, 15, 20 years from now. If I find out, you're fucking finished. Who's that? That's you.
So I did not want to go back and forth with Katt Williams like that. That bothered me so bad. That really bothered me.
It was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes. With a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life.
The exclusive security video from the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Gwinnett County. You can see Wanda Smith and her husband by the front door. Watch as Katt Williams.
Or if you followed the news this week, you have already seen the storm that surrounded Katt blow up again. He is being dragged because of an old video featuring talk show host Wanda Smith.
I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli. And tell me he doesn't say heat up water. That's the only step in broccoli. Simmer. Water. Simmer. Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli?
The one where Katt's own set featured a live clown act. People are shouting on the internet that Katt destroyed Wanda's career, despite the fact that she spent decades building it. Because of the embarrassment he caused her, some people are even dubbing him a poss. This outburst follows Katt's apologies for mocking Michael Jackson at a prior stand-up performance. Supporters are currently pressuring him to extend an apology to Wanda's family as well. Not everyone, though, is following that pattern. Dave Chappelle strongly defended Katt by asserting that the Wanda showdown was merely a farce. Katt was just doing what he always does, firing back when somebody tries to test him, Dave explained. Chappelle even reprimanded fans for bringing up old information to get rid of someone right away.
That's why I don't be coming out doing comedy all the time, because y'all niggas is the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain in my fucking...
Shall we break this down? What specifically transpired between Katt and Wanda? Why Chappelle believes that culture is once again going too far, and why this old interview is suddenly hot again? Well, here's the thing. Everyone was taken aback when Katt Williams expressed regret to Michael Jackson's family.
I shouldn't have, honestly. Some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous, is your ability to tear down your own kind, no matter how high they are.
Declaring that he is sorry for the jokes he made about Michael Jackson during his earlier performances. In retrospect, Katt admitted that he should never have made fun of Michael because he later realized that the people who were giving him money and attention had a dark agenda of their own, to incite black men to discredit one another. But immediately after he said it, social media once again denounced him as a hypocrite, and more people, including the late Wanda Smith, called for an apology. Someone posted on Twitter saying, "Katt Williams is a poss for what he did to Wanda Smith. I remember the time that Katt cheated on Wanda. And everyone in Atlanta laughed with him." Someone else added,
This might be the noblest of professions. Robin Williams had a bar that I loved. He said comedy is the only job you can have where you can use everything you know. And that's true. You can use more than you know. You can use what you think. Use it. Don't be afraid. Don't let these bitch-ass niggas button your lip. Say it anyway.
Katt overreacts and treats others disrespectfully, even though it was funny. Everyone in Atlanta wants to seem like they always supported Wanda now that she is gone. I would haunt you, lame. Katt, however, is not standing alone. Among his many admirers is none other than Dave Chappelle. Comedy is the last place left where you can truly speak, Dave even remarked, alluding to the period when his transgender jokes caused some to want to cancel him. Your opinions should be heard, and no comedian should be silenced. But there are other facets to this besides cancel culture. Very few people talk about the darker twist. Indeed, Wanda and her husband directly tried to approach him over a joke, according to Katt. Isn't it crazy? This began in September 2018, when Katt and Red Grant, a fellow comedian, paid Frank and Wanda in the morning as Red was promoting a run of gigs in Atlanta. The most watched clip in B103 history turned out to be a fast 20-minute radio chat. And after you see it, you'll understand why it went viral. Katt totally flipped the interview around and made it into a roast the second Wanda tried, but was unable to degrade him. At first, everything seemed to be going smoothly. It started off as a friendly talk but soon became heated.
Wherever you at under the sound of my voice, do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease, but JJ, don't nobody check for that. I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. It's no shade to nobody. We are in the only business where, as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned.
Tiffany Haddish was criticized by Katt Williams, who pointed out that she had a Netflix bag without ever having to put in a lot of effort on a comedy tour. He said that not a single original joke created by Tiffany could be recognized. Katt went on to discuss a more important topic: how the industry overlooks many talented black female comedians in favor of someone like Tiffany.
That's dope. You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they're proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Say, what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
Answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airway.
Uniqueness has nothing to do with Tiffany's breakdown, he remarked. He asserted that she was purposely picked as the safe option for white viewers. Wanda clapped back when Tiffany burst because she's real.
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple? Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows
I'm what?
she didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys say,
They like for me to, I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me he doesn't say heat up water.
But Katt Williams didn't think so. He restated that Tiffany's success was due to just 2 factors. She always talks about dating white men and has a lighter complexion wherever you go.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you.
Conversation viewer 3, your hair is kind of...
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air, so they can hear you live.
Come on, let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay, well then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning?
By that time, Katt Williams and Wanda were already close. It became considerably more upsetting when Wanda attempted to ridicule him by inquiring indiscriminately as to whether he even knew how to prepare meals for his kids. Katt didn't mince words. "That's dope," he shouted, continuously assaulting her with his voice. "Your job is to cook. Are you preparing meals for your kids?
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
and what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
Katt and Wanda seemed to be able to laugh it off and diffuse the situation for a little while. However, just as things seemed to be going smoothly, Katt threw a surprise curveball. The entire conversation descended into a hilarious roast when he started making jokes about Wanda's kids. Despite her outward laughter, Wanda's anger was evident. Clowning Katt's hair and bringing up his past legal troubles in an effort to divert the conversation entirely flopped. After the interview ended, Wanda couldn't control herself. She threw one away. The last insult was referring to him as Lil Mama and even hinting that he might be gay. However, Katt swiftly stopped that. Furthermore, seeing Wanda so publicly humiliated on her own show was, to be honest, brutal. "Hey, Wanda," he continued, "get this inmate out of here." That's when things started to go wrong. The situation went well beyond funny, and it was clear that Wanda could not bear the humiliation. She allegedly dispatched her husband and child to confront Katt outside the Atlanta Comedy Theater on September 15, 2018. Wanda did something. According to reports, as Katt arrived in the parking lot, her husband, Lamorous, brandished a weapon at him. Security footage later surfaced, showing Katt and Wanda fighting in the tent before her husband stormed in and started running after him across the lot. According to the police report, Wanda's husband admitted to pursuing Katt but insisted he never fired the gun. But things soon got out of hand, and what started out as a joke in the parking lot descended into a full-on fight. Lamorous tried to act as though he had misplaced the gun while fleeing later. But Wanda had other intentions.
I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right. Okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never gonna say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line I gotta call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me.
A few days later, she claimed on her radio show that her husband was only defending her and that Katt Williams had come to disparage her without reason.
In front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You did
but I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it, though.
Hey.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
No.
But then TMZ, a news source, revealed something unexpected. The security footage they made public made it clear that Wanda's husband was carrying a pistol and chasing Katt Williams inside a grocery store.
No comedians until afterwards. I just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes. With a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole gun on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation when they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
But the video never showed him pointing it toward Katt explicitly, and Lamorous insisted he wasn't trying to shoot anyone. However, the drama went on. Wanda was unexpectedly fired from B103 Atlanta by January 2019. Rumors ran wild despite the lack of a formal explanation. Her little mama joke, which basically used the term gay as a slur, was the reason given by many. And in Atlanta, which has one of the biggest black LGBTQ+ communities, that move probably didn't sit well. Katt stayed silent and didn't say anything for years after Wanda took the axe. In January 2024, however, he finally gave his side of the story during his Club Shay Shay sit-down. The turmoil, according to Katt, started long before the cameras started rolling. Wanda promised not to talk about his kids or his legal issues, he said. But the instant he mentioned Tiffany Haddish, Wanda intervened with comments about his family and his incarceration. Then everything began to spiral out of control. The exact opposite happened to Dame Dash after she broke up with Jay-Z. His triumphs just never tallied up. Individuals, the question was no longer, "Yo, Dame, what do you have going on?" Mainly because the truth was scarce. You must then keep shining and showing up even in the face of adversity if you want to achieve greatness. Katt Williams is a perfect example of such a mindset. Despite the criticism, he went out as if nothing could stop him. The man made every appearance appear enormous. He could have just spoken his opinions, or he may have arrived with his group. Dame, however, was not exhibiting the same enthusiasm. Consider it. You can hold a party and make it look professional if you own a business, and suddenly people will think differently of you. You never know who might be watching or who might be willing to help when you see someone moving in that way. Katt was familiar with this game. Every time someone tried to cancel him, he doubled, stayed in the spotlight, and kept the spotlight. In the meantime, Dame's quiet made him easily forgotten. Furthermore, failure was usually mentioned when they did remember. This discrepancy explains why certain stars may survive canceling storms while others fade into the background. The key is to keep going when everyone else is trying to remove you from the situation. And that's the most peculiar aspect. When you don't have enough wind piled, people stop depending on you and watch you fail. They enjoy watching you fail and playing back all of your mistakes as entertainment rather than just ignoring you. Then the questions start coming in. What's causing your poor performance? Why don't you crack, brother? When you add the word bankrupt to your name, all of a sudden everyone is talking, but nobody is helping. Seeing it is cruel. But when the shine fades and things start to spiral out of control, that's the reality. In front of her LGBT fan base, Katt even claimed that Wanda was trying to ridicule him. And he believes that's what actually caused her to lose her job and lose her reputation. He also said the whole altercation felt like a setup and that Wanda basically tried to have her husband removed over a joke. Let's go ahead to October 2024. Wanda tragically passed away one day after celebrating her 58th birthday. Katt remained silent. No public condolences or comments. There was disagreement among the fans. Others said that he was right to keep quiet since he would have been called a hypocrite if he had spoken. Others stated, "We don't even know if he reached out privately to Wanda's family behind the scenes." Therefore, even though Katt almost died in that parking lot incident, it exemplifies exactly what Dave Chappelle warned about when social media revives this old dispute and tries to cancel him once more. Cancel culture comedy is being ruined. But how do you feel? Should Katt apologize to Wanda's family the way he did for the Michael Jackson jokes? Or is it reasonable for people to try to cancel him without any explanation? Share your thoughts in a comment. Please hit like, subscribe, and share on this video because the conversation is just getting started.